the show to go on.
Yeah, show to start.
The technical aspects of
Alright, talk. Talk.
Okay, we're talking.
Talk together.
La 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 la. Can you hear me? Yes, you can. I think you can. Hear me.
Thoughtful ramblings. Take
2.
action. 2.
Please say you have the record light on
Everything.
the recorder.
Yes.
Whew. That wasn't the case a few minutes ago. Hey guys! Welcome. I'm Michelle Rogers. I'm your hostess. And guess what? We're on the road. Thoughtful Ramblings is on the road. We are hitting up the East Coast hard. We're hitting it hard. And one of our favorite stops is with my son and my LiL DIL, Rachel. You never got to meet her before. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Welcome.
I want to wave at you, but I don't know.
I know. It's like I'm sitting next to them, but you can't see that. You don't
she's
know.
really close to me.
It's
actually,
magic. Camera magic. Thanks to my man over there. You know who you are. So yeah, we are coming down. Well, we came down to drop off Eric's sister, Rachel's best friend, to school.
Samala.
Yeah. Samala?
Lama ding dong.
Samalamatha?
She has a lot of
Yeah,
nicknames.
Samalama Ding Dong. I call her Salami, but that's just because
She likes salami.
We tight like that. Like salami.
I don't think anyone else should start calling
Like
her that.
skin
though.
on bologna. You ever hear that? Like
Yeah,
that
but
old saying.
I've never heard tight like salami.
Is
though.
it because she's full of bologna?
Well, salami's not bologna.
Well, isn't it like a bologna type?
No.
You can put it on a sandwich.
Mm.
So then
It's all
peanut
the
butter's
same.
like bologna?
Yeah.
Is it a sandwich?
A meat sandwich.
Yeah, meat. Meat.
Okay.
Deli meat.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Processed.
I agree. Definitely.
Tubified meat. Tube meat.
Meat and tubes.
Yeah, it's in the tube.
Yeah, it's like a tube.
category.
It's in the
Tube
tube
steak.
department.
Yeah, this is like cubed, tubed, ground, different
Well, tubed is just ground
in a tube.
in a tube.
But then ground is without the tube. It's just like a
It's
lump.
tubeless. It's like the square rectangle.
So we could call it tubeless meat if we wanted to, instead of Hamburg. You're welcome. You're welcome, America.
Well, some Hamburg does come in like a plastic tube. Have you ever seen those? It's like a cylinder of Hamburg.
No.
Huh.
It must be a southern thing.
Oh, I
Maybe.
think I've seen those.
Yeah.
They gross me out.
Yeah, they're kind of weird. Not
'Cause then they, like, squeeze it
unless
into the
we have
pan.
any viewers who like tubed meat in that way. Then
Or
it's
if you're a
delicious.
sponsor of tubed meat, you'd like to, you know.
Yeah, if you own any tubed meat
Advertise.
companies,
Yeah.
if there's any tubed meat
Yeah.
CEOs.
I mean, of all the tubed meats I've ever had, I've been satisfied.
All right. Next. Next.
You know, that was fun. It's like a little roller coaster ride for your mind. Yeah, but for real though, like bologna, salami, pepperoni, chorizo.
Anyway, Sam moved down.
Oh yeah,
That's how we got here.
yeah. Sam
Sam's
moved
moved
down.
in.
yeah. So my husband and I got to drop her off yesterday in Orlando, Florida. So you guys live in Hinesville,
Hinesville,
Yes.
Georgia.
which is for those of you who aren't, geographically with it.
It's close to Savannah.
Savannah, yeah.
Southeast
Savannah.
Georgia.
Southeast Georgia's beautiful. Well, it's not a lot of ants.
Yeah.
Those ants, some of them are freaking angry.
They
All of
are,
them
my
are
feet
angry.
are paying the price.
Yeah, and like when you look at green grass, you think, oh, beautiful green grass. No, it's painful. It's like weird little spine grass. It's the strangest thing. But it is really
Might just
cool
be
to
our yard.
visit and just
Disclaimer.
check out. I mean, I don't live here, but you guys got a nice little place for yourself. I'm real proud of you
Yeah, thanks.
where life has brought you.
Trying.
Yeah, well, you're doing. And so my husband and I, we stopped in Hinesville to see you guys first.
Yep.
And then hung out here for a minute. These guys watched our dogs for us, and
Which
Eric
Winnie
and I.
is harassing us right now. She's
She
growling
giving
and
you
staring.
Oh, she wants her dinner. It's probably dinner time. Oh,
wish
I don't
so.
know if I hope. Oh,
No,
I thought he was giving me like.
Close is better. There's less
Oh,
like,
close is
reverberation
better.
in the air.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know if people want to see me.
No, they do, but not like super close.
I don't.
Hey,
My mind went right into the gutter. The emotions he's making about my microphone.
There you
Okay. Is this good?
Yeah.
All right.
Like
There's
a reporter.
He's showing me how to hold it, and it's.
All right.
I'm like, huh? The kids are sitting right here on me. I don't know.
Jeez Louise.
I know. That's why he really can't take me many places. But anyway, we dropped Sam off in Orlando yesterday. Eric and I got a good night's sleep and then headed out on the road again, and we brought her down there, and that was a tough one. I don't really I'll get to that maybe in one of my silent moments, but it's hard kind of releasing your kids into an unknown adult world with a lot of dangers and a lot of things, because the world's a pretty gnarly place, and you just don't always you hope, but I think Sam's gonna do great. She by the time we came back after our 4-hour drive down, 4 hours back up, she was pretty settled in and doing good. And was it 4 hours, right? 4?
4.5, yeah.
I'm smiling because
Because Winnie.
Oh yeah, she's all upset.
She's a little grandma.
Maybe the producer could throw some dog food in a bowl for the poor thing. Can you hear it growling in
She
those
might just want
headphones?
to get down.
Oh, she can get down. She's so good. She's like a wonder dog. But anyway, yeah, that's only a little distracting. So then we came back, and it was, and there'll be moments of sadness, like when things like that happen. You have your, like, grief comes in waves, when you say goodbye or you start a new thing and you're moving on from something that you loved and a new chapter is about to begin. It's hard, but it's awesome, to step into that. And so that's pretty like that whole new thing. You guys did it. How's speaking of new things, 2 years married now.
That's lame.
We did it.
That was like a Grammy and Papa high five.
Yeah.
I feel like it deserves a high five.
I think so.
Yeah.
So you guys have been living totally away from your families. How's that been?
It's been awesome.
Difficult.
I've can't imagine living any closer. Gag me with a spoon, you know what I'm saying? No.
Yeah, we hate our family.
Yeah. No,
That's
it's
beautiful.
It's been challenging in its own ways, but it's been, I think, good for us.
And we both handle it very differently.
Yes, we do.
But I think you also may handle and process things one way, but like support each other on the outside of it. You know what I mean? Like, it may be hard and you're kind of going through your own things, but when you see your partner, like I noticed that with me and my husband, like, well, your father-in-law, but to the rest of you, he's my husband, but just like if he's going through a tough time, like my strength seems to build and be able to, kind of just do little things like, walk the dogs and make sure dinner's ready and just pick up all the little things and, make sure he's happy and doesn't have to think about anything else, and just be his support. And then when I, have my moments, he's stronger and making sure I'm okay. And, you want to stop and get a coffee and just kind of taking care of each other just a little bit more on those, that's, I think, my favorite part about being married.
Yeah. I feel like he's doing more of the taking care of because he's never sad about anything or expresses that he is.
Are you able to hear them on that microphone? I don't feel like it. You're telling me how to hold mine, but I don't think they're talking into it.
Our gain is higher than yours.
Oh, audio gain. I've been doing a lot of research on YouTube about how to do tech stuff.
I used to do sound for HPC youth, so I'm somewhat of a novice, if you will.
HPC was the church we go to.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Is
I don't know. The church we healed in as a family after the cult. It was funny the other night. So I work at a brewery, a local brewery in Rhode Island. I may have mentioned this a time or two. But anyway, I do like a nice craft beer. Adorable, am I right? Every time, like clockwork. Anyway, a woman comes in. Can you maybe
She's trying to.
maybe to go to the
piss
bathroom?
me off.
No. She might have to go pee-pees.
No, she's barking at something up there.
Anyway, the nice thing about stuff like that is Premiere Pro. Not a sponsor. But wow, what a cool program, because you can get in there and do everything.
Yeah.
That's Adobe, right?
Yeah.
Do you get the whole suite with it, or can you just buy
I-
one app at a time?
I just bought the Premiere Pro app for now, but because I've been using Canva for like my, doing like all my, the cover art for things, stuff like that. And I got used to that and how that runs. So I was, and Adobe's got obviously Photoshop. But it's like the thought of learning a whole other thing. My daughter's like, oh, it's such a boomer. And I'm like, I know. I'm not. I'm a Generation X and you're totally jealous. But yeah, I have a tough time with tech.
I do
okay.
too.
I mean, I get that, but
I'm cool with
from
that.
personal experience, again, not a sponsor, Adobe, obviously. I'm even saying that.
Well, my outfit will change. And then you'll know.
Yeah.
You'll know when I get a sponsor.
She'll have Van Halen, but bedazzled.
Yeah, and I'll be drinking better beer than this. No, I'm just kidding. I'm on vacation. This is a road trip.
Yeah, now
remember?
Corona's never gonna sponsor, no
Yeah,
matter
now-
how big you get.
I'm just kidding. I love Corona. I drink it all the time. It's like the Budweiser of middle class America.
Isn't that just?
Isn't
Anyway.
that Budweiser?
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to offend anybody, so I'm just going to shut my mouth right there. Because it's a Mexican beer, right?
Yes.
La cerveza, por favor.
All right. But yeah, I think Adobe Photoshop has a lot to offer, and it's pretty intuitive.
And now, is it a similar format to the Premiere Pro? Have you ever touched?
I've never used Premiere Pro. I've used Illustrator and Photoshop. That's it. But I didn't like to Photoshop my photos when I took them. I tried to get everything done on the camera, so it's been a while.
I like to, it's like this setup. I like to get everything done in the camera, but it's pretty cool that you can go in and when I make this video, if I want to adjust my lighting on my track, I can do that for the entire video. It's just like cool little things, you know. So learning it all and doing it is has been a challenge, but I'm super proud of myself because this and I don't there's been some shifting and moving in Thoughtful Ramblings. And that's awesome because God's on the move and I feel it in so many ways. And, my husband's kind of stepping up into this new role of producer. Like, look, I'm watching him, like, looking at the headphones like this. Like, right when I said that. What are these? I got me. He's he's better than I am. That's for sure.
Oh, I don't think he can hear us.
Oh, he's good on soundproofing. Well, we have the microphones going, so he better be able to hear us. Just
Can
not
you hear
in
us?
like. Oh, okay.
He looked really confused for a second.
I know. It's those little things. I know.
Since I'm in the show, it's figuring out what these little things are. That's
Oh,
it.
yeah. I still don't know.
Sound, volume. Ooh,
I just wanted like everything.
you're on.
Oh, Dad, you're so tech savvy.
I got an Apple credit card, and Apple gives you like, they're like, oh well, if you buy this device, you get the, you can split it up 12 payments interest free. And I'm like, that's bomb. So you can get like a really nice computer, split it up over 12 payments, and and it's not killing you. You know what I mean? Yeah, whatever. It's like credit to debt ratio, but you have more debt.
Yeah.
But to be able to have that debt without having to pay any. Huh? Can you hear Winnie chewing her food?
Look how good
That's
Elle's
adorable. Oh.
Should just have a camera.
Because they
on.
know. But yeah. So I love doing it. Like it was a little tough doing it here because I wasn't like, I wanted to, but I didn't like want to sit here on vacation and edit and do all that, because you really gotta be in
Focused.
Yeah, you gotta listen and but it's super easy to cut video, because you can see like right where like the audio, you can go by the audio. What do you call those things? Spikes.
Spikes in audio. Audio spikes.
Yeah, like the sound waves.
Yeah, sound waves.
Yeah, so like you can cut. Like I've said a few things I shouldn't have. And cut it, and then so I would just go, and then find another shot later on of me, and be like, "What happened?" Yeah, magic. I know, it's so good. Awesome. But anyway. Yeah, so we shift things up a little bit with Thoughtful Ramblings, and Eric's doing the sound and the video and learning all that stuff, which is an awesome help. And then he sees him not just being like, "Oh, I want a new tripod." You know how women are.
Now he wants a new tripod.
Now
yeah, Rachel's always asking for a new tripod. Always.
Yeah.
She's the worst.
I'm like, can we? Maybe after church we could go and, shop for a gimbal. I didn't even know what a gimbal was a month ago. So naive. Back in the day. I didn't need to know what a gimbal was. You remember, honey? Now I know what it is, and I have one.
And it's doing great.
It is. Look at that thing. That's like legit. Mm-hmm. Too legit to quit.
Hey.
Take it easy.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm popping out his eardrums. Now we're going to look at the kids while I have a sip of my vacation drink. Oh, vacation. Brought to you. Really, you guys can find nothing to talk about in that.
I don't know. You just made it like so awkward.
I know. Oh, well, that's part of it. You gotta come on, get on this wave. We're riding it together.
We got it.
I'm not the most, probably not the best guest for a podcast. I'm not the most talkative person in the world. So.
I'm not either, and this is take 2.
I know.
Am I supposed to say that?
We did have one all done, and right after we finished, I looked at my husband and I said, "Hey, honey, was that red light on?"
Oh,
that
crap,
red light
it's
was
not
on, right? It is this time. I checked.
Turned it
Fool
off
me
out of spite.
once, shame on you. Fool me twice.
Shame on me. Fool me 3 times, there's not going to be a 3rd time.
Oh, so that is wisdom right there.
That sounds.
Can't
like
fool me
good
again. That's what I say.
Huh? Oh, maybe we can get Chinese food for dinner tonight. Is that what you said? That does sound good.
There's no good Chinese places around here.
No, that's one thing that, you would think the South would have more.
Yeah, Chinese food.
Well,
They have a lot of fried chicken.
there's a lot of fried chicken
But not good
places.
fried chicken. I don't think. Sorry. Elle's just being a fat piggy.
my granddaughter. She loves
And she doesn't
food.
swallow it all the way. So she kind of whines a little bit because it's like hurting going down because she's trying to
Just get it
up.
all. I know.
Yeah.
Why don't dogs just like eat like regular? Well, they hurt themselves
The
trying to
keto.
eat it.
Well, I feel like she might have been starved
Yeah.
in the shelter.
There you go.
Messing
What's
up the
happening?
entire audio.
Why?
You're leaning into the mic. Dink.
Oh.
Dink. Well,
He doesn't
anyway.
realize that we've been audioing for 45 minutes. That's a lot. That takes a lot out of a YouTuber.
It does.
Oh, is that your official title? You're a YouTuber? Are you a YouTuber or a podcast? What do you identify as?
If I were to my
What are your
dream
pronouns?
my dream
Pod
identity,
self?
it would be writer, talker, podcaster,
Rambler.
rambling lady. That's my one of when I first started doing this too. I'm like, oh my gosh, I better get all these names, these domain names, so I got mrsrogers.net, which you can email, by the way, if you got any questions. Oh, you know what we were talking about in the other podcast. Oh, we'll get to it. It's funny though. It's a whole thing. But and I also got like a bunch of emails. Ramblin' Lady 88, Miss Rogers, which I thought was extremely clever. Miss Shell Rogers. That's really clever. Which actually landed me a job when I was in the interview. They were like, Miss Shell Rogers.
Yeah, but
I love that.
maybe for future reference, you shouldn't put out all the contact information that you have.
No,
Like
those
your
are just the
personal-
two that are like, yeah. No, my I have another one. You ain't getting that. Well, unless you go to my Venmo, which is just kidding. I don't care. No. Yes. No.
See, now the dogs are
I don't
just
care.
like.
I know.
Can you
Now
see
all
that
the
on
dogs.
camera?
No. Oh. My
Should
dog.
we-
She's an angel. I want to hold this, but I want to hold you. I don't know what to do. What do I do? I know. They're so cute. But yeah, so we're down here for a couple more days. Eric and I visiting these guys. It's going to be awesome. It already is awesome just chilling out. We've already seen all the sights around here and stuff,
Yeah.
so we're
And then the day
We're good.
after you guys leave, we're heading up north, so you're not getting rid of us yet.
I know. You guys will
We're
be
visiting.
like, you'll probably be up, they'll definitely be up there before us. When's your landing? When do you plan on landing in Massachusetts?
We'll probably get there Friday. Friday noontime.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we're gonna probably be hitting Rhode Island on Sunday. So,
Sunday.
which is nice. We're gonna hit some friends of ours along the East Coast on the way home, and are the chairs too making too much noise like that? That better?
Yeah.
Is that
Don't
good?
touch the stand.
Don't we?
I'm not.
No, the chair.
Oh.
That's what's making the noise.
Oh, you know what we're gonna get? I bet
Rachel's
we're gonna
making
get
it.
some new
Just like that.
Yeah.
tripods, another camera.
Yeah, these tripods are kind of
And-
weird.
Yeah, they're horrible.
Yeah, and mic stands, like nice mic stands, not like this mic stand.
Oh, and we're gonna stop touching the table.
Well, I don't know. Who knows?
So
Here's to Georgia. Thank you, Georgia.
Salute.
I'm honestly surprised. I'm having a couple of drinks today. I've been so dehydrated. My eyeballs, I think, are finally almost regular. Crying so much, dropping Sam off. That's
That's why I enjoy the refreshing waters of Glacier's Smart Water.
can I get some of that?
No.
Can I get a hit of that?
I can't
not
find
a sponsor, but
Oh,
I drink it
here's in the
all
living room.
the time.
Mine. No, that's Mom's. She stole mine. I was like waiting. I'm like looking for my water.
Oh, sorry. There's another one. I'll drink those. No. Oh no. Why do we all have to? You know what? Here's an idea. Smart water or beer manufacturers. Why does every single bottle have to look the same? Why can't you maybe do like half the package with like a gray, half the package blue? So everyone can have like a different
Each
color or
bottle's
something.
different, yeah.
Probably
I
for
could get down
ease
with that.
of manufacturing,
Yeah.
because it's easier to manufacture the same thing 100 times than 5
Yes,
different
it
things
is,
20 times
but
each.
it would be, that's what everyone does now. It'd be kind of neat to come out with a new thing that people are like, oh wow, you know what I like about that water? That my kid, when we get that case of water, all the red ones are Johnny's, all the blue ones are
JoJo's.
Doo-doos.
So what color would you have?
Green.
I'd probably have pink,
Pink.
Oh.
but like a baby pink.
Baby, like your bicycle?
Yeah.
Cute.
I'm glad you guys are bike riding. I love riding my bike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Been
You do
going
it
around the
yourself.
It gets kind of
neighborhood.
hot, but
Yeah.
That's at night though. It gets, I mean, definitely bearable.
Yeah.
I mean, like I just am so friggin' cold all the time that I think it's wonderful going outside and feeling instant warm. It's like wow, wow,
it's a whole new
God
world.
did this just for me. It's already fall up there.
I wish.
In New England.
I wish too.
They're having a heat wave right now. Maybe not this second, but after the heat wave, there is going to be a cold front coming up the East Coast right as we're traveling. Get
Well, we have
excited.
the cold front going on right now, right?
Well,
The
yes, there's a
thunderstorms, like they're colliding. The two.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. My son's a weatherman. Tell me what's going to happen
No,
on the
there's
East
a cold
Coast.
front that's currently stalled out over Georgia, but it's off the rest of the East Coast. It's just stalled out over Georgia. And there's another one that's like over the Great Lakes, Midwest, that's gonna come in. It's gonna just push out the other one. They're not gonna collide because there's high pressure. It's like a bubble.
A dirty bubble.
Yeah, it's a dirty bubble. Whoop. But they're not gonna bloop, because that'd be weird. They're just gonna whoop.
That's so fascinating.
Yeah, it is.
It is. Can you hear him okay in his mic? Why can those two sit like a year away from their microphone, and I'm getting these like signals every time I move? I'm like, I don't know.
They got the thing on it.
You know what? Maybe I'll get one of those little headsets like I used to have,
Um,
or maybe I'll get like one of those microphones that clips on my
Hey,
shirt,
Yeah, that'd be nice.
and I could just be like, hey, what's up with this little tiny awesome little microphone? I don't have to hold this giant microphone. If you want to send Michelle a microphone. Just kidding.
Okay.
But yeah, so I'm really stoked that you guys are going to be heading up right after us. I think it'll be the first time I leave without tears.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
There might
Jeez.
still be a few.
Probably.
sorry.
I wouldn't imagine you being able to hold. I mean, you're leaving all this, so.
I love you kids. I love you kids a lot, and it is because nobody's promised tomorrow. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter. No one is promised tomorrow. So I just think it's important to make the most of what you got at that moment in time. And yeah, and goodbyes are hard always. But I think that's what those hard goodbyes are what makes life worth living, because having love that awesome and that deep is pretty amazing. And speaking of awesome and deep, amazing love, you guys married 2 years now, and I know we've already talked about this a little bit, especially by the way he's looking at me. So. But since this is the second podcast, and
Yeah,
literally, what did I freaking talk about? And yeah, so I'm excited for you guys. How long do you think you'll be married?
Probably 3, 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
It depends on the day.
Yeah. Who knows? It could all end tomorrow.
I mean, we aren't promised
We
tomorrow.
aren't promised tomorrow.
that's
So,
true.
We'll see.
That's true.
I mean, I'd like to be married forever.
Yeah. Well, until death do us part.
When,
Yeah. Then you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's cool that God gave us that out.
Yeah. It's awesome. Big ups.
Well, he's. Who's that?
That's Elle.
Okay.
No,
She's hungry.
she ate.
Oh, she did?
And she ate Winnie's food.
Oh, so maybe she's not hungry anymore. Maybe she's got to poop now. She ate a lot. No, it's cool. They got like this little riverway next. What do you call that little river thing next to your house?
A drainage outlet?
A rain catcher.
It's yeah.
It's so cool.
Well, you know what's cool about it? It's not even like that. It's cool because it's kind of like
Gross.
in a way. But there's all these tadpoles in it. It's like the dog was walking through it. She loves like splashing in water. So I was like, oh, I'll let her splash a little bit, and she's like splashing through. And I was thinking, oh, this is gonna be funny. She's gonna see the tadpoles going everywhere. She didn't even notice. She's just splashing away. But there was so many tadpoles. I'm like, where are the little kids in the neighborhood?
There are none.
There's like none to be over here like
In our backyard collecting tadpoles? I hope not.
If I was a little kid, I'd be like knocking on your door. Excuse me.
I actually used to do that when we.
Can I pick plates, grab tadpoles out of you? Like, can I, you know?
When I lived back home in our woods, there was a pond that had a lot of tadpoles, and me and my neighbor would go and catch them, and we put them in a big fish tank and just watch them grow.
Yeah, that's awesome. Me and my friend Maria used to also grab tadpoles from a little pond near her house. There was, I remember there were broken beer bottles all over the place, and we grabbed a bunch of broken beer, real nice, letting your 7-8-year-olds off at a pond of broken beer bottles, but we used them to like scoop up all of these tadpoles, and then we brought them to her little pool that she had in the backyard, and we were like dumping them in and filling it with some water, and we kept running back over to the pond, and it was like right across the street from her house. We did this a bunch of times, and the next time I went over to Maria's house, I was like, oh, a tadpole farm, how's it going? And it was just like all dried up and like all dead, like dead tadpoles. I don't know if any made it.
I used to catch
but I don't think
salamanders.
we put enough water in there.
Yeah, I used to catch salamanders and then put them in a bucket, and they ended up just like, I don't know if they froze to death or like dried up, but I was so like fascinated by it. I brought it over to my like neighbor's house and showed them, and they're like,
Wow.
oh, wow.
A salamander, if you don't, I don't know if they're all over the country.
I haven't seen
Are
one
they-
since I was really young.
But I feel they're like one of those eco testers, like frogs are. Like if they got like an extra limb, there's something wrong. You know, like Blinky, the 3-eye fish from The Simpsons. Your shirt made me think of that. But yeah, I remember doing that and just like having the best time. And I'm like looking at this like treasure trove of tadpoles next to your yard, you know, and I'm like, why aren't there like, I would though, I would probably like be like, come on, I would make my friend come with me, but I'd ring your doorbell and ask you very politely, would it be okay if I caught tadpoles next to you?
It's okay, Mom. You can go collect tadpoles.
Could you have a little pool? I can't even. I remember that too. Like I was all excited thinking we were gonna have like frogs in there. Like this was gonna be like this big. We took them out of their habitat to put them in a little kiddie pool, thinking that was like the
Ritz.
yeah. You get excited, tadpoles. Your life's about to change. You don't have to worry about anything here.
No, they didn't have to after a while. They couldn't.
We'll take care of everything. And I remember too, this is horrible, but when I would go over there was this little store across the street from her house, and she would take, she's like, oh, I got money. Oh, okay. And we'd go over there and we'd go to buy candy bars, and she'd pull out the money, and she'd steal Kennedy $50 from her mom. I didn't know until like she paid. I don't know if they were silver, but they were like stored away. I know.
Oh boy.
I don't even remember what kind of candy bar I got. I was like, like, where'd you get that money? Oh, my mother's room. It's okay. I'm adopted. Oh. She was, but she was just like, they let her, I think they just gave her a little bit more than, like they didn't punish her or anything. Like they felt, I don't want to say they felt bad for her, but they never really, you know, like she never saw consequences for doing something wrong. She ended up being a really, you know, great person. But I just remember being over her house like, oh yeah, no big deal. Like I'll just go in my mother's room and steal these candy $50. Oh. But
That's funny.
It was, but it wasn't. My dad used to take me to that store and be like, "Oh, pick out whatever you want. Get your. It would be a quarter a candy bar."
Oh,
And I remember him saying to me, "Oh, when I was a kid, for a nickel, we could get."
now a candy bar is $2.49. I bought one today.
$2.49. What kind of candy bar was that?
Oh, what was it? What did I get, CVS?
You got Ferrero Rocher.
Oh, it was like 3 little ones, so it wasn't like an actual candy bar, but...
Wow. Do you think she asked me if I wanted the Ferrero Rocher? No. No, she didn't.
I think I have one left.
No. That's okay. I get a Milky Way.
Oh. Do you?
You ate it?
Oh, if you ate it, that's fine. There's a Ferrero Rocher, I heard. No, I don't care. I just have like such a sweet tooth.
Mm-hmm.
If Eric wasn't home, my husband wasn't home, I would absolutely resort to a big spoonful of fluff on the couch.
I used to eat spoonfuls of the frosting that you frost cake with. And my little sister would be like, I want some, I want some. I'm like, no, this is my medicine. That was really bad.
Well,
That's so gross thinking back.
I actually used to do that too. I would hide it.
my
In my
brother
room.
hid frosting in his room too.
I actually got the idea from you because you said that once. And I was like, that's a good idea.
When he moved out, when he got married, and we were like moving his stuff out of the house, I remember like my mother getting re-triggered from like all those Duncan Hines frosting cans. Like 3 of them fell, like as we pulled his bureau out, because he had like a mirror leaning on his bureau up against the wall, and when we pulled his bureau out, there was like 3 Duncan Hines frosting cans that fell. My mother was pissed. Are you kidding me? But whatever.
Oh, kind of like when I cleaned out your room
Hey,
after boot
whoa.
camp.
With that little
Don't have to talk about that.
shock. Do you
Yeah.
still have it? The shock?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Oh yeah, I think you might have thrown it out. It was.
I think you
brown.
guys threw it
I think
out.
the water was brown.
We didn't throw it out.
You threw
I
it
was
out.
specifically.
No, Eric
I
threw it
did
out
not.
after we moved out of the
No.
apartment.
Yeah.
Because the water was like brown. You couldn't even see the
couldn't
shark
see the
anymore.
shark anymore.
So gross.
Well, it'd been. I got it when I was 8. It lasted almost 13 years.
I have to pee so bad.
So. Wait.
Excuse me. And we're back.
Nice, Mom. That's awesome.
I know. I'm on vacation.
You know,
I feel like letting loose.
Yeah.
Getting jiggy and silly. Jilly.
Ooh, chili.
Yeah.
What about Siggy?
I like Siggy.
Okay.
Well, that's kind of like cigarette, I feel like.
Oh, is it Booby?
Go
Can you
Sig.
see? Can you see my? Oh, it's my friend. Hey. Hey, if she goes up to you, that's a big deal.
She probably just didn't realize.
Our
who it
dog
was.
has a lot of PTSD from life, so
Yeah,
And
she
the-
has one eye.
I know. I think she got like hit or something in the face, because it's like I noticed like her jaw kind of is malformed on one side. It's just off, and it looks like she might have gotten
Oh, she got hit in the face with a shovel, you said.
what?
thought you said she got hit in the face with a shovel.
No,
I thought that's what you guys said when you adopted her.
no. Dad might have said that being dad, but you know how that guy is. You know this guy. I
Can't-
tells you. So yeah, it's so weird because we did this before, like I was saying, and there's so much I can't remember. Like, what did we say now? What did we say? What are we saying? But yeah,
But now we added Eric to this one.
Yeah, everybody knows I'm a ball of fun.
the place this woman comes into the I was already talking about the story, but I stopped and then I got on another rabbit trail. But a girl comes into the brewery and she's like, "My gosh, you look so familiar to me." She's just like looking at me, and I could tell like where I knew her from, and I'm like, "Did you happen to go to a cult in blah blah blah, Rhode Island?"
Massachusetts.
And she looks at me and goes, "Yeah." And I was like, "That's," and then we just kind of laughed about it. I'm like, and then I said the name of the church. I don't want to,
throw anyone under the bus.
Yeah, I don't. Well, because there's a lot of people that still go there. That still worship God there and love it there, and that's awesome for them. And yeah.
To each their own.
Yeah, absolutely. But I saw that, watched that Hillsong documentary.
I didn't see it.
I haven't seen it.
I kind of like.
Well,
I don't think I need to see it.
What is it on
You
here?
lived it. You lived it. It's on. Was it Discovery Plus? Yeah, I made Dad do the free trial to score that. I was like, let's.
It's not free anymore.
Oh, they don't have the. Oh, well.
Now I pay for it.
You get paid for it?
No, now I pay for it.
What's it like? $5 a month? $5.99.
It's cheap.
So anyway, story.
So, yeah.
Interesting conversation.
We met at the cult. I didn't attend that church, but
Yeah,
I went to the
but
youth
I just
group.
thought it was funny because I had said it to her, like it wasn't like, oh, we went to the church. Oh yeah, you did. I'm sorry. Yeah.
I don't know.
No, how I was talking about the
Yeah.
cult, that was funny. But she knew exactly what I was talking about when I said that, and she just kind of. But that's where we met too. We met at the cult.
We did. I
But
don't
you
remember
weren't
if I
part-
met you, but I met. I just went to a different church, but went to the youth group because I knew friends.
I
there
remember
that
the
went.
day I met you guys. It was at a mutual friend's kid's birthday
I
party.
remember my first interaction with you, the first time I'm meeting you, and I was like,
You do? What happened?
so we were at that party, and Sam was upstairs, and you're getting ready to go. And you
Oh.
said, "Sam, you better get down here." And she said, "Oh, I have to grab my chapstick and go pee." And then you said, "Well, I'm gonna something with your chapstick and pee if you don't come down here." And I was like, cool.
Nice.
I don't remember
That
exact
sounds like
words,
me.
but it was just so funny.
Yeah, I've always spoken like that with the kids. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, and I mean, I don't know. Was that okay?
I didn't
You
find
seem
it like.
you
oh
seem
my
like okay now.
Yeah, I'm definitely not traumatized.
But you always like I don't
He
know.
twitches a little bit in his sleep, but
I know, like
Wake up
I
in cold
always
sweats.
question. Like I go back in my mind all the time and question, like, I could have, I should have, I would have, I wish I, but at the same time, it's like, at the time, it's like when you look back, you have time. Like I'm looking back from a 50-year-old woman's perspective now, and I have time to like play with kids and to sit and to do. Back then, in the thick of it, it was 2 kids going to school. It was the house, the mortgage, doing the bills. We're all working. Got to keep the yard up. Got to keep the house up. Got to go to church. Got to do. It was like always and you don't really get to slow down until they're gone. And it's like, what the hell just happened? Holy crap! I missed it. Like it feels that way because every day is so busy with. And then it's over. Don't.
And don't cry, Mom.
No, I won't.
Don't cry over me, Argentina.
won't cry. I won't cry. But it's true though, and I hope, and I think that's part of why grandparents are always like, oh, it's so awesome being a grandparent, you know, because that you're on the other side of that.
Yeah.
You don't have to like on the way home stop and grab diapers and wipes and oh you need this and you got to grab that and okay and you make sure they're in bed and oh but they need a bath and they have to go and they have to feed them and it's like and then it's like what the thank goodness like we had my parents did the thing with Disney, so we would get those like vacations where we could stop and enjoy and I mean Disney's expensive as all get out, but I think that if there was going to be one thing I could really go back and do a little different, it would be that the time and really making that a super priority of it, you know, having that just a little bit of time in the summer, maybe taking Mondays or Fridays off at that time to like go to the beaches or whatever it looked like. But just to have used it just a little bit more wisely in a way that grandparents have finally learned how to use, you know. But that's why kids, well, people your age are the ones that have kids because just all the stuff that goes along with it. You don't have energy for that crap. Half my friends that are grandparents now are like, oh, I just had the grandkids over and oh my gosh, I just left them beat. I'm like, I don't even remember how the heck did I do this? Like day in and day out. And it's like such a, but those little moments like the chubby moments, you know, like when you and Dad wrestling and every night it would be.
The chubby moments?
You don't need to know about that. Go on, Mom.
I was like, wait, were you chubby?
Well, he was like always just like, you know, he'd come through the door, you know, after working all day and he'd be like wanting to play and mess around and like, and so he would start teasing him and calling him chubby, but he didn't call him chubby. He like named his stomach chubby. And he would like talk to, he'd come home.
I think you told me that.
And little Eric, well, he's not little now, obviously, but he'd be like, oh, Chubby, did you miss me? Oh, so good, Chubby. And he'd get up and he would get like, he'd be laughing and laughing, but at the same time, we'd be like, stop it, you know, because he'd be so annoying, but it'd be so funny at the same time, and we would just really enjoy that. And like just like those funny little things that you're like, oh God, like I remember too, like he would just wrestle with them and wouldn't stop. Little Eric wouldn't stop pestering Big Eric, like some days literally punching and wrestling right into our bedroom. And Eric we'd have to literally, he'd have to push him out of the room and shut the door and like stand behind it and hold it. Come on, Chubby, I didn't get to say goodnight to him. And he'd like, come on. And then we'd let him in and then it would start all over again. And he did this for a really long time. And
like a year.
That's a really long time.
No.
That we
Your whole life.
You're still doing it.
But
every time they come down to Georgia.
But it was like, you know, I was like, and I remember he'd lay in bed and go, oh, I just want to go to bed. Oh, I have some, and I'm like, I'd be laughing and laughing. I'd be like, you are gonna miss this. You are gonna miss this so much. And at the time, you're like, because it happens every night, you're thinking, this is going to happen forever. I'm actually waiting for it to happen tonight, honestly.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys could do
it. We'll see. If you put on any weight.
But he'll wait until you fall asleep. He'll knock on.
Knock, knock. Chubby? Chubby?
Is that you in there?
I mean, he was just such a weird little kid.
That is weird.
It's fun.
I remember he had his shoes on he had little Vans slides we have for him, or little Velcro. He didn't have to tie them, and he had them on the wrong feet, and he wanted to do it, didn't want me to tell him, but so he would wear them all day on the wrong feet. No, I like him like that. I like him like that. He wouldn't, like, he did it purposefully. And I remember we were over at a friend of ours house one day, and the guy had like tried like 6 times, like, hey, well, we can fix your shoe. You want to fix it? No, I like him like that. Some days it's just like, okay, wear your friggin' shoes backwards. I don't care. And it's just not worth the fight, you know. And we go over to my friend's house, and she's like, Eric, your shoes are on the wrong feet. And he looks at her and goes, I like it. It's like ice cream. And he just walked around like this, the most random little things. It's like ice cream. And we laughed, like, okay. You know, and she's like, oh, all right, well, who cares? Who cares, you know? And, yeah, he was just a weird little fun kid.
Yeah, he's still kind of weird.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Oh.
He does come up with some weird names for things.
Takes after me.
Yeah.
That is totally.
I won't
'Cause it's
expose
funny.
him, but
It's funny what I do. It's funny. It's funny.
I mean, you can share.
No, I won't, because I don't want to embarrass myself, so.
Really? Because I don't have enough editing to do on this podcast already.
Fine.
No. Okay, thank you.
Alright, so recently, as a joke, because one night I was having like really bad gas, and it was like really like smelly. Yeah, I know. You look at me, you don't think I can do that kind
Yeah, you
of thing.
think he smells so good.
Yeah. But I was having really bad gas,
I don't.
and so I farted, and I said, "Oh, baby, I just chunged so hard in my pants. I chunged, baby." She's like, "What is that? What's a chunga?"
What is wrong with you?
So now I call my farts chungas.
And if I say, "Oh, did you just fart?" You're like, "No. What is it called?"
What is it called?
And he makes me say
Chunga.
a chunga. Did you just chunga? It's so stupid and ridiculous. And when you ask, how long do you think you'll be married? When those things happen, I'm not sure.
Well, my parents have been married for 58 years.
That must be a lot of chungas
Yeah.
going on
Yeah.
there.
Chungas.
He's a Chunga king.
Yeah, he is a
Yeah,
chunga king.
he is it. That's where he gets that.
Big giant Chungas.
That's he gets the
underwear.
chungas from his grandfather.
But I thought I think it was just like a silly, like,
You're just in a silly
it fits.
mood.
Well, yeah,
It fits.
and everybody does it.
Yeah.
I was on the road with Sam, and me and her were driving down, and Dad was driving down. We were following, and we were talking, whatever, and I had really loud gas. And Sam's like, and she's like rolling down the window, and we're doing like 80, and you know how like your ears like blows your eardrums out, boom, 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 like. But I'm like Sam, don't worry, it doesn't smell. And she's like, man, really, Mom? I'm like, yeah, I know, because it's not hot. Only when they're hot. You
So
smell
your chungas
not.
must be really hot all the time.
My chungas
If-
aren't hot.
If they are hot, you smell not.
No, you smell.
You smell them.
No,
If they're not
you
hot.
don't go searching that smell out. That's
Well,
what I
if they're
meant.
hot,
Like
they're
you
just
don't
extra
want to
spicy.
smell. Yeah, there's something.
Yeah, it's hot and spicy.
Yeah. Who knows what could happen? We don't like if it's hot. You thank the Lord God Almighty that it's not liquidy too.
All right.
Well,
That's a
I
different.
mean, we're being
episode.
real. We're talking about real stuff.
Yeah.
Real,
Well, yeah.
you know, these are things. They happen to everybody. And I don't know. People don't look like even people anymore. Everyone looks like the same, like, and like all these, what's the word? Just like plastic kind of people with the Botox and their makeup done and the shades and the eyelashes, and they're like, so everyone looks so perfect. And I'm wondering if there's going to be a thing soon where we get like people start getting like I don't know, some sort of scent
Scented.
injected
Yeah.
into
To their
their
anus?
rectum. Inject them.
Like a perfume.
Yeah. So it'd be like, oh, is that somebody just like, I smell a lavender candle. It's like, that's right, you smell a lavender candle. Because I had tacos for lunch. You know? Something like that.
Maybe.
That'd be kind of cool.
Right?
I wouldn't say
Or
cool.
a little pod, like a little capsule.
So just like a plug of sorts.
Yeah. You pop it in.
But it's like a Glade plug-in, but for your butt.
You like
They might already make scented things
scented,
like that.
like they used to have these things in the 70s called bath beads. And I'm thinking it could be along the same idea. They were these little jelly beads. And you'd put them in the bath.
And they like
And
dissolve.
They did, but it was like a plasticky,
Yeah.
like a capsule that you take in your mouth, and they, dissolve.
Yeah,
in your
that's how
body.
you would ingest them, is taking them in your mouth.
Okay. But how's it gonna get all the way down there? I think there's a lot to. Could just be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they were serving stuffed cabbage at lunch. I love that. Now I have to go work.
Well, it could be like Gas X. They have Gas X, but instead of it making your gas go away, it just makes your gas smell good.
Yeah, like you could get like a vanilla biscotti. Right. Maybe like a rum punch, a fun, like tropical coconut.
Yeah, but they'd have to be based off of buttholes, so it'd be bum punch.
That's good.
Bum punch.
The bum
Yeah.
punch, yeah.
Yeah, the bum punch, 1, 2.
That's the only one I got.
Yeah.
Famous anus cookies.
Yeah, famous anus.
How would you get that one? Famous anus cookie.
Famous anus. See, this is where I need another gimbal.
To turn it.
Yeah, to get it on
You
him.
get a third shot.
See, now I'm fixated on anal names.
We should
Hmm.
try to stray away. It might get dangerous.
Like butterscotch bum. That's, yeah.
Yeah, butterscotch.
Bummerscotch?
No.
Butter, but
Like butterscotch rum, but butterscotch bum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's another good scent? Clean linen. It could be dirty underwear. Skid mark.
Ooh.
No, because it smells good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That's true.
The anti-skid mark.
Summer
I don't know.
rain. It's another bummer one. Bummer rain.
There's
too many ones that
they're
rhyme with
all
bum.
they're all bum. We really have to get some sort of a team on this.
Yeah.
If you have any ideas,
Beach bum.
beach bum.
That would be a scent.
Oh, that's
That
good.
would be a good
That's
scent.
Yeah. Coconut. I'm feeling coconut. Ocean breeze.
Yep. Yep.
That's nice. Kind of like a pina colada type thing.
Mm-hmm. If you like pina coladas.
I'm getting caught in the run.
Oh, so good. But yeah, I've thought that, and it could even maybe like blow a little puff of like colored smoke.
Because then
No.
your underwear would be stained.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But it's
They
20
do have pills that cover your poop in glitter, though.
Why?
I don't know, because people are weird.
How do you know?
Because I've seen them.
Where?
Was it online?
Yeah.
Oh man, if
What
my
websites do
phone
you go
wasn't
I think it
recording
was-
right now, I would be
I forget
totally
where I saw
grabbing
them, I've
that.
seen them. But
I can't even believe they sell stuff like. Well, they had that.
or maybe it was like at one
glittery-
of those novelty shops. I think it was at one of those like Newberry Comics. You know how they have like those gag
Yeah.
gifts.
Okay. Yes,
Or
but
they
I
work.
wonder.
I think they work.
But do you want glitter like rolling around inside of you?
Well, there's
Like,
edible
then once
glitter.
you wipe
Imagine,
it,
like-
once you wipe it might kind of like
And
scratch,
well,
right?
look at like if
Well,
you
edible
do. Have
glitter.
you ever done a glitter craft inside your house? There's
Yeah.
glitter for friggin' months.
Yeah, but it's
Anytime you use glitter. Glitter, 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 glitter. I need another gimbal.
No.
I need another gimbal. I need another gimbal.
Just speak.
C4.
I know.
54?
Why are you just doing
Just say words. 105. 109.
10?
An hour and
109.
10 minutes?
An hour and 9 minutes.
No way. What have we
Well,
even talked about?
Oh.
Chungus
I know,
and
but
butt.
I'm really intrigued about this butt glitter. So it's a pill you take that coats.
It's a coat. Like,
I'm having a tough
I
time
don't know if
believing
it,
it.
but it makes
It's
your poop
probably not
glittery.
good.
It makes
for
you.
you.
I can imagine. Okay, I can see glitter in your poop because I see corn in my poop.
Speaking of corn, it just reminded me of Elle.
Oh.
Our dog just went under major surgery because she
surgery.
swallowed a
A corn
corn
cob
cob hole, and they ripped her open. But I was thinking, while
They
you
didn't
were
rip her open.
Well,
They
cut her open. But
yeah.
while you
They
were
were like,
saying, while they were you were talking about the pills of glitter, I was thinking of her surgery. Like, oh, what if we had given her one, and then they like cut her, and it's all like glitter.
it's like one of those glitter bombs.
That'd
Like
be
a-
so
like a
funny. And then you
piñata.
said corn, and I was like, oh, now I have to say something. Be so
I
funny.
almost want to take one of those pills to see what happens to my body, but I have one kidney, so I'm not gonna chance it. I don't know what that has to do with my kidney, but I feel like glitter in my body isn't gonna be.
Best not to chance it.
Yeah. But I mean, I could see injecting glitter. No, I can't. I can't see that. No, I'm getting looks. That is wrong.
Yeah. For legal reasons.
You know what? I'm almost thinking at this point, all glitter I own should be taken away from me
Probably.
immediately.
Probably.
I now I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm a loose cannon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like something a serial killer would do. Like inject themselves with glitter to make
No.
themselves sparkly on the inside.
I think I would inject my victims.
fixed.
I would inject my victims with glitter before I put them in the freezer.
Pretty on the inside.
Yeah, that could work.
Yeah.
There's only one way to find out,
know.
I guess,
There's a couple ways to find out.
Are there? Okay.
I keep getting that look, so I know. No, Michelle, do not play with glitter unsupervised. Is what this is really about.
I think he's like, we got him. I think he's trying to do this.
You know why? Because he can't be in the conversation, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sad. I want to be in here." But anyway, all right. So we're gonna tie it up. All right. I love you guys. Thank you so much for listening and watching. And this is so fun being on the road with some of my favorite people. Even though he's looking at me like I don't know.
I'm just paying attention.
He doesn't know who I am.
I'm just paying attention to you.
Oh, interesting.
This is my.
That's what it
This is
looks
my.
like. That's my attention face.
Yeah.
Nice.
Someone said they were gonna punch me in the face They wanted to punch me in the face one time because that's how I look at people. They were like, "Yeah, when I first met you, I thought you were like mean dogging me." And then where I come from, you don't do that. You get punched in the face. I was like, "Oh shit. Well, I'm glad you didn't do that to me." Cause.
My face has a tough time hiding itself.
Well, it's not that I was like being mean. It's just I guess I have what they call RBF.
Same. Can you smile? That used to be my mother all the time. How about you just smile? Stop pouting.
What a jerk.
I know, she's
Can't believe
amazing. I love her.
I love her too.
But I think it was too many kids at once. That's what happens.
The only sound crap that happened this whole time
Wow.
with
The
that.
only crap sound he had was when my son touched the microphone.
I didn't touch it.
You just made it go. Goo, 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 goo.
Well, anyway, thank you guys so much. And I just love you as awful. And stay tuned because we're going to be hitting some other places. I was going to say we're going to be hitting some other people. Who knows? We might get some glitter all up in here.
You've enjoyed my rambles.
Pop bombs everywhere.
Pop bombs everywhere.
Subscribe at iTunes or
Bye.
Spotify.
Have a great one.
Yeah.
Bye.